Alright, today we're going to show you how to adjust and tighten up the ash pan door handle on your Progress wood stove. Over years of time and use, many times these bolts here on the handle itself will loosen up and you'll have some of this action going on. Each side will be independent and you won't be able to latch the handle correctly. Now in this case, it literally is as simple as reattaching this little arm onto the bearing on both sides, grabbing a 5/32 Allen key, and then tightening this bolt. Hold it in place. Of course, you're going to be down on the floor where your stove is and not up on a table in this mock assembly. Hold the handle, tighten it up on both sides. Now when you do that, it should be in position. The assembly here and the other bolt pins will hold that nice and flat, and you should be good to go. It literally is as simple as that. You will have to reach up behind your heat shield, which would be here, with your finger, and make sure that that arm is hooked around that bearing. Alright, another thing to look for while you're in here tightening up bolts are these shoulder bolts right here. Many times if this bolt here has gotten loose, these may also be loose just from repetitive use. The way to tighten them is you take a 7/16 wrench and then your 5/32 Allen key, and then you just snugging it back up right where it sits. However, there is some play in this bolt right here. This being tighter on the gasket, this being looser. What you want to do initially is to sight line the handle and try to set that shoulder bolt roughly parallel with the handle. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you just get it somewhere where it's going to be fairly straight. You're going to do that for both sides, and then you should be have a decent setting for your gasket. That should be good and tight. Now you're going to want this to work. There's no gasket in here, but when it closes, you're going to want it to close fairly firm. You don't want it real loose. You don't want it so tight that you can't engage it. That's adjusted here. So if it is too tight, close it. Make sure the arms are hooked around the bearings. Loosen it and then retighten it again and get it to where it's comfortable.